I'm Samus Aran, and yes, this suit is real. Welcome to my very first comedy set. People always ask me how I combat space pirates. What's the deal with space pirates? They're cruising around the galaxy, looking for Ridley. People always ask me about the morph ball. Like, Samus, how do your bones not just turn into jelly? I just tell them it is all about the core strength. You know, dating is really hard when you live in your ship. Every time I bring a guy back, he gets sucked out the airlock. So I told them, we do not need boost gates. Welcome to Fendrana Drifts. We drift fast and furious. So those ship save stations, am I right? You step up, get uploaded, but where do I go? To use the toilet? Save my game or my bladder? So I tried those new motion controls. I was just shaking my hands like crazy. How is that supposed to help me aim? Why did the Metroid cross the galaxy? To get to the other side. So I asked Yoda for some dating advice. He said, try not, do or do not, there is no try. I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to get a text back. You know, dating as a Chozo hybrid is weird. I get catcalled, but they just throw birdseed. I asked Fox McCloud why he always rolls. He said, it is a great way to dodge responsibility. You think it's easy finding a suit this tight? Try rolling into a ball with it. So I tried using my X-ray scanner on a blind date. Let's just say visual confirmation of a heartbeat isn't that... So I told him, dating is hard. You try holding hands with this. It is highly sensitive. Why did Darth Vader fail at hide and seek? Because of his heavy breathing. You know, I've seen some pretty terrifying aliens in my time, but nothing scares me more than how AI videos draw human hands. You guys remember Jet Force Gemini, where you had to save every single one of those space puppies? I'd rather fight a Metroid any day. So I told the Chozo about my upgrade. They said it's not a bug, it's a feature. So I told the map station, I don't need directions. I have an arm cannon. What if Rare made Metroid on N64? I'd be collecting thousands of colorful energy notes just to unlock a jetpack upgrade. Let me put on my game face. Why did the Metroid cross the road? To get to the other Metroid. What is the deal with all this AI slop? Have you seen this stuff? It's like a space pirate tried to paint my armor from memory. So I told the space pirates, you think Ridley is scary? Try dating him. I have the ice beam and the plasma beam, but I really wish I had a find my keys beam. Why did the Metroid cross the galaxy?
To get to the other bright side.
Good. You know, sometimes that AI slop hits just right. It is accidentally good. People always ask me about Perfect Dark. I tell them I deal with space pirates. But a Perfect Dark is just when my visor turns off. So I told him that's not a laser rifle. Wow, talk about a stage cling. I applied for a job at Planet Express, but they said I was overqualified. You know, my power suit has some pretty advanced tech, but even I needed an expansion pack just to handle Donkey Kong 64. I've faced some terrifying things in deep space, but nothing prepares you for the Campbelltown toilets. So I tried to explain the screw attack to my date. He looked at me and said, "Samus, I hardly even know you." I watched a documentary recently. It was called Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines. Do you know why Captain Falcon always screams his attacks? Because he can't find the mute button on his helmet. So I saw Fox McCloud recently. He trades his blaster for a wooden staff. I thought I was watching Star Fox for a missing link. I tried to hire Blast Corp for demolition. They just leveled everything. Master Chief thinks he's unstoppable until he tries to swim in waist-deep water. People ask why I laugh at my own jokes. It's because the punchline travels faster than light. To my brain, you guys are just lagging. Duke Nukem always says he is going to strike, but his game took forever to actually arrive. People always ask about my fitness routine. Try doing squats in zero gravity without floating away. So I was looking at Turok's arsenal. Why do you need that many giant guns for dinosaurs? Just use a missile and move on. You know, dating is tough. I told Ridley I just wanted some space, so he blew up the entire planet. So I met this alien named Elvis. He's a great pilot, but terrible at stealth. Skynet doesn't need Terminators to wipe out humanity. Humans already have smartphones and short-form videos. Why did the Chozo ghost cross the road? To get to the other side of the wall. Remember Stop and Swap on the N64? Good luck doing that with a literate. Good luck doing that with a literal arm cannon. People ask how I relax after a mission. Honestly, I just love to curl up in a ball. But then I accidentally drop a bomb and blow up the couch. So I met C-3PO the other day, and I asked him why he is always so tense. He said, "Golden armor does not have joints, Miss Aran." You know, I actually tried dating Glacius from Killer Instinct. Talk about a cold shoulder. So I told Ridley, that's not a tail. Right, Jeff?
Ooh, laser eyes. Classic.
I once boarded a ship called Red Dwarf. I expected dangerous space pirates. Instead, I found a lazy slob and a hologram. You think fighting space pirates is hard? Try getting first place in Diddy Kong Racing. That clock is an absolute menace. GTA 6 is going digital only. That's just great. Physical collectors will need an actual suit to store it. You think parallel parking is hard? Try doing it in a giant morph ball. And don't get me started on save points. So I was playing Diddy Kong Racing. You raise a lighthouse, and it's a rocket! That's not a decoration, that's a space program. So why did the space pirate cross the galaxy? To find a face only a mother could love. That was Ridley, believe it or not. Where are ants going? To another antenna. So I tried to explain parallel parking to my ship. It just wanted to blast the space. I guess we both have boundaries. You know, Banjo and Kazooie are here tonight. A bear with a bird and bird in his backpack. And I thought my power suit had weird attachments. Why did the Metroid cross the road? To get to the other side. Thank you, good night.